Hello guys, you welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have come again with updated news about things happening within the country. Guys, what is really strong with our leaders in this country? What is really strong with them? Now, of all the things that is happening in this country, insecurity, we've been hearing news of how things have been going on in Plateau State, how they've been buying people up and down. A fresh one just happened that 49 people actually were pied. And now, guys, I thought that what our government should be looking for is a way forward and a solution to this problem. I thought that what they should be doing now is how this issue is going to be resolved. Because the most annoying part of this whole matter is that before, these things used to happen maybe in the northern part of the country. But now, every part of this country is beginning to feel this heat. And now, guys, see what our president said. See what is said concerning this whole matter on ground. Guys, let me read it to you guys. Breaking news. President Tinubu denounced the recent violence in Plateau. Urged Plateau State Governor Mufang to address the root cause of the communal conflicts. Can you see that, guys? Can you see that? Can't you see that we really have a long way to go in this country called Nigeria? What is our hope in this country? What is our hope? Now, everybody keep coming out to say what is happening in their own side. People are crying. They are buying people. And this is what our president can say, denouncing the recent violence. I don't understand. Maybe Nami no sabi English. What's in this one say for me? Does it mean that you are actually saying that there's no such thing happening in Plateau State? Because me, I don't understand what in they talk again. No? Because honestly, I don't understand. Oh, the governor should come out and explain what is happening in a state. How else do you want this thing to be interpreted to you? We thought that what the government should be doing is to be declaring the state of emergency in places like Plateau State. But instead, it is Rivers State that state of emergency is being declared. It is in Rivers State, that the state of emergency is being declared, Can you see that everything is just wrong with this nation? Now, the question I keep asking myself is that for how long are we going to continue in this mess? In this mess that we have found ourselves, can't you see that our government does not even have empathy for us? There is no remorse. There is no pity. You don't care about your people. You don't care about the nation. All you care about is yourself. That is all we keep seeing in all of these things happening. Because can you imagine our president coming out to say all of these things? Hey, this is total failure, my people. I don't even know how we got ourselves into this mess in the first place. I don't know. Because for how long are we going to remain in this? Is it until they buy everybody finish for this country? Una know they think about 2027 election now. That's what is on you people's head. No, you don't even understand that. See, if we don't get this thing right in this time, if we don't get it right, there might not even be election. What am I even saying? Do they even need us to even vote? Because this one will even happen now, this last election now. Shouldn't the election really count? Does election even count in this? Does votes really even count in this country? It doesn't. Because I'm so sure, say, for this past election, this man called Tinubu, no purpose be the winner. Like if everything was supposed to go in accordance to the way things are supposed to be done, there is no rigging, there is nothing like that. It's not supposed to be our president. So what am I even saying? They don't even need us. They don't even need us. They can always maneuver themselves, rig the election, and just make their way, force their way inside the government's house. Because they just want to force themselves and rule us. I don't understand. It's in this country that I am seeing that we are telling somebody that we don't want you to rule us, and he's still forcing himself into power. I believe that what actually is the whole thing that is meant to be is that if you say, I want to work for my people, your people should say, okay, we want you to work for us. But in Nigeria, no, not by force. So your president have to force himself in so that you can know that it's by force I have to work for you people. You have to agree to my terms and conditions. That is the way it happens. So, and they say we are under democracy, because me, I don't even understand what they happen for this country again. Can you just imagine our president uttering this out? A lot of things are really happening. Plateau State has become a place that is not safe. In fact, I wonder the kind of tension that will be in the mind of people who are staying in that environment. Their mind is not at peace. Their mind is not at rest. And what our president can actually say is to be denouncing it. So you're trying to tell us now that it did not happen, or you're trying to say that, oh, it is not insecure. I don't understand. Maybe if you understand English better, you can explain in the comment section what this our president means by what he actually said. Because to me, I don't even think I really understand what he meant by this statement. As in, like, the first thing first is a state of emergency. Like, seriously, I don't get it. Is it that our government do not understand this thing, or they're just being wicked? I just need somebody to just answer this question. Is it that they are being wicked, or they don't understand this thing? You see, when people don't understand something, you can say, oh, is their ignorance that is at play? They don't understand. Maybe they are not knowledgeable, or they are not educated. But this one now, if it is wickedness, then we need to hustle, because we cannot continue to keep quiet and watch our government do us like this. They want we can buy everybody finish. I don't understand though. What is really going on in this country? What is really going on in this country, my people? For how long are we going to be crying and our governments will just, turn their deaf ear to us and just ignore and make it look as if there is nothing to talk about. There is nothing to do. Now again, they don't start to permutate what they want to do for 2027 now. That is their own priority. That is their own priority, my people. They started planning their plans now for 2027. That is what matters to them, because it's the part of this planning for 2027 that makes them actually do what they did in Rivers State. That is actually what bettered what the president did in Rivers State. Because can you just imagine, for how long are we going to remain in this? This is actually heartbreaking. For how long are we going to continue like this in this country? For how long are we going to be crying and nobody is here to actually even listen to us? Guys, this is actually very heartbreaking. This is actually very heartbreaking. I don't know how best to say this, but we will continue to talk. We'll continue to complain. Maybe someday, sometime, even if it is not Nigerian government, maybe other developed countries can even come to our aid. Because for how long are we going to remain like this? Everybody is scared. Everybody is scared. There is hunger in the land. There is fear in the land. There is insecurity. Everything is not just working. And all our president can do is just to be saying nonsense, to be yammering nonsense out of his mouth. Can you just imagine that? Can you? Oh God, this is the worst administration. We thought we had it all when Tinubu was in power. When Buhari was in power. Guys, this administration is even worse than Buhari. Guys, drop your comment in the comment section. What can you say about the all ongoing insecurity happening in Plateau State? And what do you think is actually the solution to all of this? Because obviously we don't have governments in this country. I will see you guys in my next video.